Hello and welcome, one and all. The sun is shining and the magpie is casting. Coming at you guys today with a 1v1 live game featuring us spawning in the north. It's the United Kingdom forces of Quicksilver. And spawning here down in the south, it's the Wehrmacht forces of two kanji symbols, of which only one I know, which is this one, which is key for wood. Or tree, actually. Gonna have to just call this guy, I don't know, key. That'll do. The map today is going to be Crossing in the Woods. I'm sure everyone's pretty familiar with this map. I'm just going to pan around in the opening stages here. Neither player has chosen a commander straight away, but we'll keep an eye on that. See what the options are. Oh, we've got two of the cool ones here for Quicksilver. We've got a special weapons guy who I really like. He gets this reinforcing half track there at 4 supply, which is absolutely awesome, and the rest of his abilities are all super useful as well. I even think actually the Tank Hunters infantry section are a pretty useful unit actually. I went up to 3 squads of those in a game the other day, and I also had an SAS sniper, so that's 7 50 cal or 55 cal AT rifles out there. And that is kind of actually issues. Like, that can push back a Panzer IV pretty fast. So yeah, fun times with that commander. Vanguard Operations Regiment is pretty damn cool. You get the forward logistics glider. That's where you can, it's a forward fallback point. You can reinforce from it. It builds gliders, and it also gives you an air landing field officer. And everything else in that doctrine is also super useful. So these two, very good. Royal Engineer Regiment, well, this guy has the same 3 commanders that I run when I play as Brits. And we're about to have a scuffle just up here as these Pioneers going to run into some Tommies here. Shouldn't be able to achieve much, and indeed, Key is going to pull them back at the earliest opportunity to avoid taking fire from the Tommies and crossing negative cover, so that's good times. But anyway, yeah, the Royal Engineer Regiment, pretty damn good commander, gives you that Ava, which is really potent, and all of the other abilities there are very useful. Somewhat less used nowadays because, of course, in the couple of weeks after the Brits were released, the emplacements, both for mortar pits and so on, were very, very strong. And the ability to have stand fast there at 2 command points was pretty powerful. Anyway, Pioneer's going to rush on in here. Looks like they're going to try and just decap this munitions point, just to deny some resources to his opponent. The build here for the Wehrmacht player, it's Grenadier, Sniper. Sniper now up to 3 headshots, doing some good work against these expensive Tommies. Build for the British player, seems like it's Tommies into Vicar. The Vicar's gun is on the field right now, in a good position actually in this building, getting some good damage done. Going to force those Pioneers back. Grenadiers reclaiming this fuel point on the left. No forces for either team, if I crack the tactical map here, no forces for either team sent into this sort of region of the map. A good third of the map here going uncontested right now. So maybe these Pioneers are going to reinforce, rearm, and just head on out there and grab some points. That would be a good thing to see. If we check the teching here for the Wehrmacht player, I suppose it is just a little early for him to have gone to escalate to battle phase 1. And a third squad of Grenadiers, the choice for Key. Quicksilver has gone for the quick platoon command post. No sign of universal carrier or anything else for him, and he's coming out with an SAS sniper. Now this is an unwieldy choice. This is a build which I myself favour. I tend to go Tommy's Vickers, get the company command post, grab an SAS sniper. That's what I tend to do if nothing else has told me to do anything else when I'm playing as the British. However, something is a concern here, and that's this guy as a major. He's a really good counter for the SAS sniper. The SAS sniper can pick off a German sniper. It does happen from time to time, but you need a lot more setup, and you need to, in a way, have a favourable engagement. And that's simply because the German sniper shoots and aims so much faster than the SAS sniper. So, in a duel, it's usually him who wins. Now, canny British players can get the sniper to reveal himself by firing at other units and then use the SAS sniper from cover to cap him off. That's a thing. It can happen. I've done it myself. It's just harder to do from the British side of things than from the German side of things. And when you're talking here about a single unit which can die in an instant, which costs 360 manpower, you've got to be pretty damn careful. So anyway, Sniper here getting into a decent position. If we highlight him and turn on the fog of war, you can see the extended line of sight that he provides is very useful. So Quicksilver gonna have Overwatch on this area for now. Although, if he could see the minimap, if he could have no fog of war, he'd probably start trying to redeploy to the south here. Now, this Vickers, the only thing holding this area of the map, but it may be enough. Actually, you know what? It's not going to be. Not with the sniper here. He's going to be able to start pinging them off from outside of the Vickers machine gun's maximum range. He's not actually taking any shots. Wow, Key needs to get on top of that. Key needs to tell him to take some shots at that MG. Meanwhile, on the left flank, the SAS Sniper and a squad of Tommies doing some work. The SAS Sniper currently set to hold fire, probably because he's waiting for the German Sniper to reveal himself. So trying to use the Sniper in a counter-sniper role there is Quicksilver. An interesting choice, probably one that... yeah, I mean, it seems well considered. This is clearly maybe something he's done before. Wehrmacht players do quite enjoy using snipers against British forces, because Tommies and all of the British infantry actually is quite expensive. Royal Engineers less so, I suppose. Yeah, quite expensive, so the German sniper is a really good way of taxing that, of exploiting it.
RE sappers reporting in.
Squad of the boys from Wales coming on in. Maybe we're going to see some fortifications or something like that. The manpower float for Quicksilver, not so intense right now, only 180, so we're not going to see it for a while. SAS Sniper taking risks running around in mid outside of camo. That is dangerous times. But the Major is quite some way away. Up to 4 kills on him now. The SAS Sniper, I don't believe, has fired a shot, so concealing the information that he has it is Quicksilver. And this build, very similar to what I do. I likewise put medkits on both my first groups of Tommies, and I tend to go for 1 unit of Royal Engineers, not 2, because you've got to imagine, if he didn't have this, he'd have 210 more manpower, which means that these guys could be building a mortar pit just about now when they hit the front. And that's my preferred sort of flow, if you guess, my preferred style of play when I play as Brits. Now the SAS Sniper is going to kind of manoeuvre on over to the right flank. Not sure what he's really doing. He's pretty much unsupported. Actually, no, he has a squad of Tommies with him, so that is something. Sniper here in a decent position for the German forces. 2 grenadiers have been destroyed or killed. Not sure. Was it the Royal Engineers who got them? No. Was it these Royal Engineers? No. Mysterious. Anyway, I would imagine between the sniper and these grenadiers, that should be more than enough. He needs to pull the squad back, actually. There we go. Because if the grenadiers picked off 1 more man, then the final sniper round would have been enough to squad wipe them. But they're going to get out of there. They're going to come start just transitioning across into mid. Now the SAS Sniper is looking for the German sniper. He still has not fired a single round. He's still just waiting. And I think I still like this play from Quicksilver. In my experience, if I see that my opponent has a German sniper, I don't tend to build a sniper of my own. The SAS Sniper I don't really like. Uh-oh. Oh no. And this is how you lose him. Oh no, he's in camo. Oh, there's a shot going here. Is he paying attention? There's a shot going here. Could have killed the German sniper. He's aiming. He gets him! Played for. Quicksilver. Playing the long game there, and now he can use his SAS Sniper in a much more liberal role. He can now start pinging off infantry for 2 reasons. One, he's now alerted the Wehrmacht player to the fact that he has a sniper, so you don't need to keep it in your pocket to the same extent. And 2, you know the opponent doesn't have that sniper he had, so unless he's got another sniper without you noticing, things looking good. And now we have the terrorism coming out from Quicksilver now. The SAS Sniper going to start claiming scalps. Land grab coming out on the right flank, crucially getting the fuel point. Then this Tommy's going to fall back on the right flank. So, given how bad things can look in the early game for the Brits, and I've seen it many times against an aggressive Wehrmacht player, you can get yourself in a real pickle with Brits. Possibly a squad wipe coming up here. Oh, and he gets it as well. So yeah, given how bad things can and tend to look at this stage in the game for the British forces, Quicksilver seems to be navigating the game with confidence, and crucially he's gotten this point here, which if you look at the minimap is going to cut off 2 regular points, a fuel point and a munitions point from his opponent. Oh dear, although he could have a squad wipe for it. Nope, looks like that Tommy's going to get out, so good work taking this point. That's going to deny a lot of resources. 10 the fuel income, 16 the munitions income, under the 29 and 47 of the British player, so the effect of that being manifest straight away. Here we have a 222 scout car, and I think this is an interesting choice. The reason I say interesting is because the Wehrmacht player already knows that there's an SAS Sniper on the field. Oh dearie me, and the SAS Sniper and the 6-pounder are going to be more than enough to answer this one. The 6-pounder might need to turn, actually. The 222 actually could limp away. The aimed shot, though, coming off the SAS Sniper with great timing there. The SAS Sniper, I would recommend just pushing forward to stalk, but actually, no, he's going to send the 6-pounder to try and stalk the 222 there. Which means, actually... Whoa, and another squad right coming off the SAS Sniper. So the SAS Sniper could transition to around here. And look for the 222 as it retreats, or he could push the SAS Sniper into the woods. I like that as well. Here we go, now he knows where it is. So so that's the thing that could happen. Still no forces again, and I know there have been some scuffles, but there's no forces right now on this sort of third of the map. Interesting times there. British forces ahead by 26 victory points, not really where they expect to be. And now this is a risk actually. You've got a squad of engineers, a sniper and a very vulnerable 6-pounder being attacked here by 2 squads of grenadiers. They're all going to need to displace. Here's the Vickers, that's the answer. That's what's going to have to hold this flank up right now. And where's he going to deploy it? Behind this little boat here? That seems like a good bet. Oh dear, he's just going to put it in negative cover. That is risk. The sniper gets mowed down by a burst of LMG-42. And I've had that happen to me many times. You really cannot... oh, here comes the rifle grenade. That should clear the Vickers. 2 rifle grenades. Oh my goodness me. That needs to be a fallback straight away. But yeah, the LMG-42s are very good at dealing with snipers. If your sniper is caught out of camo, within range of an LMG-42, I mean, it's just a roll of the dice. You could just lose them in a heartbeat. And of course, the roll of the dice favours the LMG-42 the closer your sniper is. And at that range, you're pretty much always going to lose the sniper. At further ranges, you might be able, and if he's got enough health, he might be able to sustain a spray. But it's pretty risky. I just tend to hit fallback because losing that sniper is really, really bad. Anyway, we've got the medical bunker here for Key. He's looking good on that front. He's escalated to battle phase 1. He's got his like the mechanized company, obviously, because he has his 222 on the front, which we've already seen. But no further teching for him. He has enough... no, he doesn't yet have the fuel. So the resource cutoff effective for the British player, who's actually still maintaining command over 3 of the victory points. His lead now up to 72 tickets. That's going to be 75 on the next tick. There we go. Nice round number. So leading by 75 tickets at the 11-minute mark. Wehrmacht player has sustained a couple of squad wipes. He's lost the sniper, he's lost 2 squads of LMG grenadiers, or rather 2 squads of grenadiers. So that's harsh times. The 222 in need of repairs, kind of sitting idle right now in the base. And I wonder actually if Quicksilver captures this point, establishing a mortar position here would just be like hell on earth for the Axis forces. That would be close to GG, because you'd be just in range of this area here. I suppose you really need to be in range of the building at the back there, which would mean building the mortar pit here, and that's probably too ambitious. But anyway, that would be horrendous times. Anyway, these Tommies trading here against 2 units of LMG Grenadiers, and the LMG Grenadiers really beginning to throw their weight around now. No infantry upgrades have come out, I don't think, for the British player. Let me just check that. No, and you see, 4-man squads of Tommies will be pushed back. They will never trade effectively, really, with LMG-42 Grenadiers. You need 5 men, you need to be sat in cover to stand a chance, and ideally you really want to have some... you really want to have weapon racks so you can get Bren guns. Anyway, SAS Sniper has been remade. He's back out on the front, up to 1 kill again this time. Gonna start hampering these Grenadiers. Still no action really to speak of on the right flank. Both players really making an issue. This is like the Stalingrad of the map right here. And Vickers in a good position. SAS Sniper here. There's a fallback coming, and it's just in time. He was not going to get sniped. That would have been a horrible unit to lose. An LMG-42 3-star Grenadier squad you never want to lose that. Anyway, Axis forces finally have claimed 1 victory point. They're going to claim the other here on the middle bridge. That is... yeah, they're not going to fall back to a single SAS sniper. In fact, this is risky sniping from here. It needs to move back immediately. These unit, or a rifle grenade hit from here would be super clever because there's no line of sight. The rifle grenade would probably reach, so that could have been really cool from Key. Oh, here's another rifle grenade. Gonna deal with the Vickers gun crew yet again, so they're gonna have to fall back. Although they already did displace the Grenadiers there. Now here comes some Sten-equipped Royal Engineers getting on up into the face of the Grenadiers. A rifle grenade goes into the building where the SAS sniper is, but it doesn't kill him. And here we could have a squad wipe. Gonna get out of the range of the SAS sniper just in time, just before he fires a shot. Some mines coming down on the middle bridge. That's a good choice. But giving Quicksilver a taste of his own medicine. Key's going to capture this this point here, and that's cutting off 2 points, a munitions point and a fuel point. So right now the resources for the British player below the income of the of the German player. Now Key, of course, has chosen his commander. He's gone for the close air support doctrine. Basically gives you a load of munitions outputs and a way of getting additional munitions. So quite a, I don't know, a fiery commander to use. Lots of action, lots of stuff flying around. More mines placed here in a position here. Now here comes the Centaur, which is pretty typical. It is even late, to be honest. I mean, you can have a Centaur out as early as sort of 10.5 minutes, or possibly earlier. I've not really tried. But yeah, coming out at a good time. There's no real threat. I mean, if you look at the top right, the Centaur beats everything the Wehrmacht player has at this point. So we need to see a pack gun purchased very, very soon. He doesn't really have the fuel for a
Wireless
Stug
intercept.
yet.
They still have
He
300
doesn't have the
points
building
remaining.
for the Stug. He hasn't even gone to Tech Phase 2, so a Stug is not going to be the answer. Oh dearie me, these Royal Engineers very risky. Ugh, they're going to get out the... where's the SAS sniper in all this? Oh, he's died, for which I apologise, I must have missed that. Possibly the 222 scout car got him. But the 222 goes down to fire from the Tommies and the 6-pounder, which means... where is the Centaur in all this? Oh, why is it over here? The Centaur, you see, right now, if he parked the Centaur in his opponent's base, he just wins. Sometimes there are small windows in the game where you get out something like an Ostwind or a Centaur, and your opponent has no appropriate counters and doesn't have the option to get an appropriate counter for some time. Rifle grenade coming out here. The Tommies are going to move back, losing no models, but taking a lot of damage from the shrapnel on that one. Anyway. Yeah, sometimes there are windows in the game where you have a Centaur or an Ostwind or even a Panzer IV if you've been doing really well, and your opponent just doesn't have any appropriate counters. Ooh, I don't like this. This is too many guys who need to count back. Oh wow, they're just going to all fall back. I would go for a triple country then. Yeah, so, oh, you know what, with seeing these 3 units falling back, he may chase the Centaur now. I just heard a pack gun has just arrived. Here it is. It's in a good position. It has the Centaur covered. The Centaur's going to push into its range. But, okay, now here's the call. Do you go for the pack gun with the Centaur to probably win, or do you push back? I prefer the safe play here, pushing back. Because the only way that you can be in a bad situation right now is by losing the Centaur, and the only way you can lose that is if you make a risky play for the pack gun. Usually, I would say you've got like 65% odds of beating that pack gun and killing all his infantry if you take a dive there with good micro. But why do that when you're ahead in the game elsewhere? And you know, there's no reason for the British player right now to take that kind of a risk. He's comfortably ahead for now. So anyway, here comes a reconnaissance plane. Some smart play here from Key. He wants to know what the unit choices are. He wants to know what the dispersal of forces are. And here comes. Is this an anti-tank strafing run? Yes, it is. So he's going to try and get the Centaur with this. Unfortunately, going to miss, and the Stuka gets taken out by the powerful anti-air capabilities of the Centaur. Now these 2 pioneers are being super annoying. They're going to fall back though, which is wise. I don't think there's any danger of a squad wipe going here. A 3rd SAS sniper coming out for Quicksilver. Clearly a man who likes to have a sniper in his pocket. And I quite like getting that. And also his resources are lining up nicely if he wants to get a Cromwell to pair up with that Centaur. That's the thing that can happen. Or alternatively, keep saving and get a Firefly just in case, you know, just to really lock out German armour from the game. I think, given the circumstances, if Quicksilver realises just how much of a good position he's in, the Cromwell's a fantastic choice. But you know, if he wants to be safe and wait for the Firefly, I respect that play as well. So anyway, here comes a rush of LMG-42 Grenadiers. Now, are they going to play for the big Fausting on this? Yep, they get the Fausts off, and there's 2 pack guns back here, so that should be a dead Centaur, and that's a fantastic play from Key. Able to get a key swing around there. A key swing around. There's a pun. That's really bad. That was an unintentional pun, by the way, just saying. So yeah, getting a key kill there on the Centaur. That puts Key right back in this game. Quicksilver was ahead. He's not anymore. And he goes ahead. He chooses a commander at this point. Goes for the Vanguard Operations Regiment. Calls in the glider. So I imagine we're going to see that land maybe here. Yep, that seems reasonable. Here it comes. Oh goodness me, it's landed very far forwards. That'll be a dead glider. Oh, that's a shame. Unless the air landing field officer can quickly throw a gammon bomb. Quickly. There's the gammon bomb. There's no fallback. Oh, he didn't even get that. He only got 1 guy. But that's going to force the fallback. Here comes some LMG Grenadiers. This glider needs support desperately. The SAS Sniper's going to transition across. Here he comes. He's going to plink down one of these guys. Cunning use of the set fallback and then retreat to throw off the targeting on those Grenadiers. Like that a lot. And he's even going to use the battle cry and chase here. I like that too. Oh my goodness, and he's going to pick off... If he picks up the LMG, come on, pick up the LMG. That would just be brutal. He's not going to, though. Oh, he's going to get it on his Tommies. Even better. Fantastic work. Quicksilver here, regrouping quickly, and he now has the option to call in Hawker Hurricanes. So, although he lost the Centaur, and Key is definitely not out of this game... Oh, he's going to try and go for the cut-off. He's not going to get it, though. Wisely using a strafing run there, because the Axis forces. Very important to hold on to this point. But, you know, he's the Quicksilver, the British forces are decapping so many other points around the map. The forward fallback point here is going to allow the British player to really up the pressure. SAS Sniper in a very dangerous position. Not sure I like this at all. Oh my goodness, he does contribute to a squad wipe, but there's a mortar squad at like the perfect range to like one-hit kill him. And that does happen. And here come the Hawker Hurricanes. Oh my goodness, they're making a mess of this mortar squad. Combined with this SAS Sniper, that is gribbly. And things looking really bleak for Key here. Wouldn't blame him for tapping out, although he's not actually out of the game, but he's so far behind. It's going to be very hard to come back from here. If you just take a glance at the minimap, oh my goodness, he's actually on parity as far as the victory points go. So he's not going to get, he's not under the clock right now. But I mean, I think if Quicksilver wanted him to be, he would be. He's got 2 squads of engineers here. I don't know how long they've been idle, but they are idle. I've had my eye on the minimap for a while now, and so that's one thing that Quicksilver just needs to be on top of. You can get carried away pushing the offensive, but actually his frontline presence right now quite low, and here comes a strafing run on his infantry. Gonna fall back the Tommies. Oh my goodness, it's an anti-tank run. Oh, the SAS sniper manages to evades by the skin of his teeth. That SAS sniper, this is the 3rd one of course, he's now up to 11 kills, probably, yep, there's the 12th. So anyway, the air landing field officer reinforced, rearmed and resupplied. I'd love to see a squad of commandos, that would be a really good option. He's saving his fuel till he sees what the fuel spending is from the British player, but you know what, I really don't mind going for a preemptive Firefly here. I think that would just be like heartbreaking for the German player. Let's go and take a look at the teching for the German player. So he has not gone to battle phase 2. He has no option to call in a Tiger. So he's going to be relying on pretty much early game units to win this. Now it's not impossible, but damn, it's hard. And I wouldn't try to do that. You know, it's never a position that you want to be in. So I think he's just got to bite the bullet and spend some of his fuel on going up to escalate to battle phase 2. I think that has to be the play. I mean, what else are you going to spend that fuel on? Half tracks? I don't think that's going to play. 222s, they're not going to play either. You know your opponent's got a 6-pounder, you know your opponent's got the SAS sniper, so that's difficult times. Anyway, this captured Vickers has been doing really good work for the Axis player this game, and he's going to catch the air landing forward officer here. And it's going to be doing good damage. He needs to start throwing the gammon bomb now if that's the plan, and there it is. The fuse is on, the Royal Engineers are behind, and with that, wow, with that squad wipe, Key is going to choose that moment to tap out. Can't blame him for that. I don't think he necessarily really made any real errors. I think the backbreaker was the early SAS sniper who was able to destroy the German sniper and get 2 squad wipes on grenadier squads, and that is kind of backbreaking losses for the Wehrmacht forces, who are usually pushed for manpower. And so replacing those losses is really hard. And then you're fighting with sort of unvetted grenadiers at the 21-minute mark in the game because you've basically been have been forced to take unfavourable engagements because you've had the smaller and weaker army throughout the early game and the early mid. So very, very good use of the SAS sniper, and a game there where Quicksilver's position, he was dominant throughout the game, never really in jeopardy. And that, to be honest, that's quite hard to do with the British forces. So respect where respect was due. Quicksilver there playing a very good game. And I liked all of his choices. I liked the way he waited to pick a commander until he wanted to use one of the abilities. It was right around about 11 CP. I don't think he'd picked a commander before then. And he also waiting, right to the end of the game to spend his fuel. The early Centaur was destroyed here, but he didn't let that fluster him. And in fairness, that was a great play by Key to pick that up. It's a very difficult unit to take down with only infantry units. So well done to Key there. But Quicksilver not flustered, regrouped and came back with great force choices and dispersal on the map. So that concludes this replay. Thank you very much for watching. This is Magpie 842 signing out.